Will Smith's best friend, Brother Bilal, is exposing everything that Will forced Bryshere Gray to do. And allegedly, Will and Diddy are the reason Bryshere Gray turned into a gay adult entertainer. Yes, you heard that right. Bryshere Gray, star of Empire, is now working as an adult entertainer, selling videos of himself sleeping with men.
Out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his butt. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yes, it went all over the world.
It was in Arabic, I saw it.
Yeah, it's in India, everywhere. I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to show that it was true. That's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that, I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out. Now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to the bar, Kenneth B. Hertz, because he said I never knew Will, that I never worked for Will, and that he said he represented Willard Carroll Smith, which is Will's real name, but he was asking me to take down statements from Jada. So that's what we call in law overreaching. You cannot, if you're saying you represent Will, you can't compel me to do something against Jada,
okay.
Right? So I already knew that I had him legally. So I said, okay, I got y'all. Now, once that happened, there was another interview, of course, when she came outside and reiterated that she was suing, right? And there was another interview with TMZ just after that where one of the cameramen asked Jada, hey Jada, have you seen Will with any men before? And her answer was no. So now that's a lie too, because I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his butt. After that, they reached out to me through many people, one being Charles Austin, AKA Charlie Mack, the federal informant. He reached out to me through a friend. From my understanding, allegedly, it was Will and Charlie.
Right now, Bilal is engaged in a legal battle with Jada. Last year, around the same time that Diddy was being arrested, Bilal came out and told everyone that Diddy and Will were connected, and he was going to release footage that shows that Will is secretly gay. Bilal isn't just Will's best friend. He was also his former assistant. And he said he saw things involving Will and another man, Dwayne Martin. He described walking in on the two of them in an intimate moment.
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, what? But I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Jada immediately started telling everyone that this is a lie, and Will also denied the allegations. This was the first time that Will had spoken out about Diddy, and you could tell that Will was worried.
What we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all their memes. nowhere near no damn free golf. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people, you get so many things, people say so much stuff, but you know that one, it was your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
Was putting out statements, but Jada was actually issuing threats and going on interviews telling everyone that they were going to sue Ball. Now, there's a reason why we'll never threaten to sue Ball, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But first, you need to understand that despite threatening Ball with cease and desist letters and telling everyone that Will was going to sue him, none of that ever happened. So why did Jada and Will never sue Ball? Well, that's because if they actually took this case to court, they would have to prove that Ball was lying. And here's the thing, Bilal isn't just bringing gossip to the table. And he has more than just a story of Will Smith acting gay. This is where Bryshere Gray walks into the story. You see, Bilal isn't the type of person you can just threaten and walk away from. Bilal waited for almost a year for Jada's lawsuit to drop. And when he realized that Jada wasn't going to do anything, he decided to take the matter into his own hands. He started exposing even more of Will's stories. Allegedly, Will had hired Ball to take care of Bryshere Gray and had left him in charge. While Bilal was with Brr, he found out something that no one expected.
He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on, right? So I'm like, I pull him to the side, right? And I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else loves you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen. So I grabbed my husband. I said, listen, I don't know. I didn't know what happened. Nothing. I was just asked to come.
Is this true?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you about to see if it's true from the paperwork. Oh, we telling something that got paperwork involved. Let me get to the paperwork. So at this point, I'm crying because I feel his pain. Like I could kind of tell when somebody phony and all, but it was the pain where the snot was coming out his nose. His nose was bleeding. He in the corner screaming, balled up, right? Like I could feel his pain, like he had been raped, like he had been forced to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, well, listen, let me find out what's going on. He said, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Right? So I'm like, Yaz, I'm like, yo, just relax. I said, everything gonna be okay, you know? And he was like, no, they gonna get me if I say something. They gonna get me if I, like he spat.
And here's the thing, it wasn't just Bryshere saying that it happened. Will actually confided in Bilal and confessed that Bryce was telling the truth. According to Will, the way it happened was that they had actually been involved in a consensual sexual relationship. But at one point, Bryce had asked Will to stop, but Will ignored him and took advantage of him. Will knew that this was wrong and now he was worried.
Got crazy or what's happening? So I end up telling Charlie Mack, and he said, I'm on my way out there. I'm on my way out there. And then he said, hold on, Will wants to talk to you. So I said, okay, no problem. So now he said Will wanted to talk to him once Charlie Mack got out there. So he wouldn't talk to me when I was on my phone. So whenever I talked to Will about sensitive topics, Charlie would meet up with me called Will, whatever number he called, then put me on the phone, on Charlie's phone, not from my phone, right? So Will admitted to me that he had sex with Bryshere Gray, but it was consensual, right? So I'm like, okay, so now it's starting to make sense, because nothing, I would have never believed that the way this guy's acting, something had to happen. So now, Will told me, and this is going to be in paperwork and everything, right? So when Will told me that he did have sexual intercourse with Bryshere, he said Bryshere did ask him to stop. Will said he finished, completed the act, then stopped. Right then and there, when a person says stop, that means stop. Period. Period. So I do believe that Will Smith sexually assaulted Bryshere Gray. Period.
I was not expecting this.
I know you.
The rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with who was it with?
Diddy.
What made all of this even worse for Will was probably the fact that he had actually announced publicly a few months before this that he was going to personally mentor Bryshere. Believe it or not, but this is the exact same thing that Diddy did with Justin. Diddy announced that he was going to mentor him and then abused him. Hollywood has a serious problem with mentors taking advantage of young actors.
He's with my man Charlie Mack, so Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo, so Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love, and all he has to do is add discipline, and he's gonna be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, Who is best to give you advice? It's Will Smith. I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like, I'm listening.
And just like Justin's parents, Bryce's parents also knew exactly what was happening behind the scenes. They knew what Will was doing to their son, and that he was actually inviting Diddy to take advantage of him. Bryce's mom knew, but she ignored it. Jaguar Wright claims that she talked to Bryce's mom about all of this, but she didn't care as long as she was making money.
I'ma kick you in your pussy and then I'ma go to work North Philly style, bitch. Fuck you. And Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay porn star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. Fuck you! You fucking CI bitch! That bitch came in and begged me for my help and told her to get the fuck away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago State to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a drug dealer.
We re-seeing the Justin Bieber thing play out all over again. If you look at the time when Ball claims Will was abusing Bryshere, you can see that Ball was actually facing a ton of legal issues and was getting arrested left and right. Justin did the same thing, and he now says that he was doing those things just to get attention.
Figure out the situation. You need to help us. Verify what you're telling us.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. Up first tonight, we're following breaking news in the arrest of Bryshere Gray, one of the stars of the hit show Empire. Tonight, we're seeing hours of new video from his July arrest. It ended with his wife flagging down police and telling them the actor had assaulted her for hours inside their Goodyear home. A bizarre jailhouse interview lasting for 2 hours as they try to piece together.
Anyways, after Will realized that Ball might expose him for abusing Bryshere, he told Ball to sign an NDA. At this point, Bilal knew that if he didn't sign an NDA and kept quiet about the abuse, he could get involved in a criminal case as an accessory. So, both Bilal and Bryshere signed mutual NDAs. Bilal has documents to prove everything he's saying.
Leaving. And he started telling everybody on set what was going on, that I knew that Will and Diddy allegedly raped him. Okay, so now I gotta get my lawyers involved. Now we come to paperwork, right? So I let him know that I was gonna sue him. That's number one. To sue Yaz. Because two things happened. Number one, the money he was supposed to pay, he didn't pay me, because Will was responsible for the bulk payment. Then he was going around telling people I knew about these sexual assaults against him, you know? And so what happened with that was the lawyers got involved, then Charlie and Will arranged a lawyer for Bryshere. So they was telling me, like, look, B, let this thing go, da-da-da-da. So I'm not letting nothing go. And this is to Will and Charlie allegedly telling them that I need an NDA from this dude. Because this dude, whatever y'all got me involved in, is something dangerous and filthy and diabolical. So they was like, well, we can't do that, so we'll pay you to sign an NDA with him. And I'm like, yo, I don't want your filthy money. I want this guy to stop saying that I know that you and Diddy did something to him. Allegedly. So then they came back, my lawyer said, listen, this is the best that I think can happen that will protect you. They will allow a mutual NDA where Bryshere won't say anything about you, nor can you say anything about Bryshere.
But you're talking now.
As it turns out, Bryce actually did speak out about Ball, and Ball decided that he just wasn't going to let anyone involve him in their mess. Jada was going around telling people that Ball was a liar and she was going to sue him. But at the same time, she wasn't doing anything because she knew she didn't have a case. Tired from all this, Ball just sued Jada. Bilal filed a $3 million complaint on Monday, December 1st, alleging that Jada had confronted him in the lobby of the Regency Calabasas Commons in September 2021 and threatened him by stating that if he continued telling her personal business, he would end 2021, and threatened him by stating that if he continued telling her personal business, he would end up missing or catch a bullet.
Smith is facing a legal battle. The actress is the subject of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit filed by a former associate of her husband, Will Smith. In the lawsuit obtained by E! News, Bilal Salam alleges Jada orchestrated a smear campaign against him following an altercation at Will's 2021 birthday party. In the suit, which was filed in LA County on November 7th, Bilal alleges defendant Jada Pinkett Smith approached plaintiff with approximately 7 members of her entourage, claiming the actress became verbally aggressive. It continues claiming that the star threatened plaintiff by stating if he continued telling her personal business, he would end up missing or catch a bullet, and demanded he sign a non-disclosure agreement or else. Less than a year after the alleged incident, Bilal claims he was contacted following the 2022 Academy Awards, where Will infamously slapped comedian Chris Rock on stage and was asked to, quote, help with crisis management. However, he declined. After his refusal, Bilal claims a retaliatory campaign was launched against him, including threats from individuals closely associated with Will and Jada, which he says escalated after the Smiths learned he was writing a whistleblower memoir about his time working with the family. In the filing, Bilal says he began giving public interviews in order to protect himself. And
this is probably going to shock you, but Jaguar actually knew all of this a year before Ball actually said anything. Jaguar has been saying this for years. Last year, during an interview with Real Life Stars, Jaguar actually revealed that Will was abusing Bryshere Gray, but no one believed her.
Now he's saying that Bryshere Gray told him directly that he had been essayed by Will and Diddy. That's what Bilal is saying. Tell me something. Have you ever heard anybody else say?
Don't work for me.
Have you never heard anybody say that before?
Kids?
Yeah. You never heard me? I could have sworn to God I said it. Back in 2022 when y'all asked me if I was going to see that Fright of the film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say that.
That was a year before Bilal came to the internet telling wild tales of Dwayne Martin power drilling Will Smith over the edge of a couch.
That's my power drill.
Now he wants to talk about the kids. Because that was funny. He sat down with Tasha K. Apparently he sat down with Andy Signori over at Popcorn Planet, and apparently he's following the same media trail that he did last time. Now he's self-publishing his book because he couldn't find a publisher to put it out. I Am Whistleblower is the name of the book. What was it, 38 years of Will and Jake. Now he wants to talk about Bryshere Gray. That's funny, nobody was talking about Bryshere Gray but me.
Bryshere isn't even the only person that Will has been accused of abusing. Will is also being sued by a violinist who accused him of firing him for reporting a sexual assault while on his tour. Brian King Joseph alleges that Smith had been grooming him for sex since November 2024.
Violinist is suing Will Smith, claiming retaliation after he alleges that he was fired for reporting sexual harassment while on tour with Smith. Brian King Joseph filed the lawsuit in California earlier this week, accusing Smith of deliberately grooming him for sexual exploitation. Joseph says the two began spending time alone together during Smith's tour, and he says Smith allegedly told him that they had a, quote, special connection. It also details an alleged traumatic series of events, that's a quote, including Joseph finding that someone had allegedly entered his hotel room while he was not there. After reporting the incident to police, he alleges a representative for Smith accused him of lying and fired him. Smith denies these allegations.
We watched it happen with Diddy. We watched it happen with Justin. And now people are asking if Will Smith is next. Whether these claims explode in court or continue unraveling in public, one thing is clear. This isn't just gossip anymore. And the truth has a way of surfacing no matter how hard someone tries to bury it.